Hi, welcome back. I have a whole bunch of sketchbooks. I've been down for about a year, so let's look at what I've been sketching since then, although I have lots more that are half full. All right, this one, July 2024. I was swimming a lot in a last-ditch effort to heal my hips without surgery. That last-ditch effort did not work. This was like a very soothing activity for me to do. You'll see this in lots of spots. Ooh, this might be, actually, I haven't looked at this sketchbook in a long time, but this might be my favorite piece in this whole sketchbook. You can always tell what I'm watching. Always trying to practice stylizing, right? Like when I draw from a reference photo, I'm too attached to the truth, and yet just going raw dogging it from my imagination doesn't seem to, I don't know. We'll see. I think I had just gotten some of those crayons. I think they were like the Neocolor ones, not the twos, the ones. More of my little soothing activity. Oh, that's what this was from. I did a nature journaling class with the local, I don't know. I think this was starting of October a couple years ago. And I was going to do all like portraits or like famous portraits. And I think Daisy was one of the prompts last. Actually, this doesn't look too, it's kind of fun to look at this so many years, a couple years later. Like, this isn't great, but I do like how this kind of weaves in and out of that. Share. I don't hate this one either. Our flag means death. I don't hate that one either. So I was doing this like portraiture, like sketching watercolor portraitures, and we were just using those praying watercolor sets, which they're fine. The colors are never very vibrant, and it's really difficult to get good mixes, but sure, that reads as Christopher Walken. I do not think that reads as Barbara, a young Barbara Streisand. And this was my prep for the class, and when I did it with the kids, everything I did, I was trying to do, this was supposed to be my Christopher Walken, but it looks like a fat Ben Affleck. And then everything I tried to do to make it better, like, oh, I'll just try adding yellow, or I'll try, everything made it worse. So I just cut my losses. This was another thing gone wrong, black paint, yeah, whatever. Flying, and my pen exploded everywhere. But again, just drawing. I like TV. I like portraiture. I like... This was on a plane to Arizona, and I was doing all these Gilda Radners, which, I mean, maybe it kind of reads as her. That one maybe does. But look at how funny the hands are. These little hands. It's like that SNL skit with Kristen Wiig where I'm Barbara. Sky, I think this was another Inktober prompt. I think it was Sky, maybe was the prompt, or it couldn't have been Veal. So that's a Arrested Development scene. And then Kamala, Jane Curtin. It's a Taylor Swift. Like, I don't know that it reads as Taylor Swift, but I like how it looks. Another kids class. This one actually ended up turning into a lot of work from I would have like sketchbook club or after school classes with middle schoolers. This was another, this was my prep for it. And then this is what we all did together. We had a limited palette and then did a simple recipe, illustrated recipe. That one turned out the best, I think. Beet salad. I don't know what's going on here. Like when I see them in frames like this, I wonder if I was going to do a painting. This was for a commission that I still haven't done. Yeah, I'm not sure what all this was about. Another class, we were painting peonies or chrysanthemums. No, peonies. You can tell because of those 3. Severance. Now, I have a whole sketchbook that should be done soon, dedicated to Severance. Oh, this is class, and we were drawing to music, like trying to illustrate songs or music or something. Yeah, Boss DJ by Sublime. Just let the lovin' take you over, 'cause it will if you let it. And then, you know, a complimentary page that kind of without words captures the vibe. Yeah, Boss DJ, nothing but a man. This was the year of the snake, right? Wasn't last year the year of the snake? Another class. We were doing them on cards, though, like Valentine's, and then you could put a little message in there. Another Severance reference. More classes or class prep or, you know. And this was a monochromatic, using values to capture, it was a plant and a skull. Negative space, stylized. Yeah, I think we were like, if Georgia O'Keeffe was to get a tattoo, what tattoo would she get? Mark making practice. Oh, yeah. This was another, you know, after school. First, we kind of saw all the different marks our markers could make and then use those as textures to build a landscape. And this was out the back window of my studio. Oh, and this one was Monet's water lilies, one with watercolor, one with, you know, all watercolor layered. This one was painting around. This one was, I can't remember. We did it 4 different ways to see how those, how you painted affected how the painting, I don't know. I don't know if it worked out. It was kind of an experiment, again, with kids. Oh, and then this would be the one that I did during, oh, this one I think had crayon resist, maybe? I don't know. It was a fun thing to play with, though. Always coffee. I don't know what was in here. Oh, this was the, I think these were the first sketches post-surgery. I had both my hips replaced, not at the same time. And this was, Kay, I hope you don't see this. My dearest friends, they took care of me for weeks on end as I was recovering from surgery. And so my friend was out gardening in the garden. I thought it was funny. I hope she's not offended, though. It's cute. This was on my Patreon. I was doing a entryway into art making, you know, post-surgery or post, like, when you're not feeling the best. How do you make it easy for yourself to still be creative? And I did one session and then I never did it again because I still wasn't recovered. So these were just some different, you know, and I'll do it again, but Deadwood, and I wasn't watching Deadwood. I have seen Deadwood, but this was, we were watching Bosch, and the main character was Silas Adams in Deadwood. Trying to make a best friend painting for my 2 friends that love espresso martinis, but I can't quite, you know, I want them to work together and separate, but that kind of makes my brain hurt a little bit. That's a cute one too. I like that one. Frida, I like that one. Mr. Milchick from Severance. Cocktails. Who are these? I think that's like Jane Goodall and Betty Davis and David Rose from Schitt's Creek. I think this is from something too, but I don't remember what. I was making a card for my friend's niece. Plane ride home. I only had 3 markers. This was fun. This is Liza. I want to say this, I don't know who that is. Maggie Gyllenhaal's character from Stranger Than Fiction. Of course, Stevie Nicks. John C. Reilly, Brule's Rules. And this is, I believe his name is Naban Rizwan. He was in Station 11. Ooh, this was a fun page. I have been, my recovery project after my surgeries was to watch all of the 100 movies on the New York Times, greatest movies of the past 25 years. And, I mean, I had already probably seen 30 of them. And I think I'm not done. I think I have 40 movies left. But it was fun. It is fun. Although I have notes, I think Stranger Than Fiction should be on that list. But I don't know. Oh, that's my friend Sean and her dog Snickers. Bert from Big Bang Theory. You know, just a lot of this is just doodling on the couch, which I wasn't really good at. I usually would sit at a table and draw. So that was kind of a learning curve for me. Oh, I was going to paint a Marty Robbins on a skateboard deck for for my son's Christmas present that is still unpainted. That one went out as a print. I like how that one turned out, although, yeah, okay. And that one went out as a print too, although I don't like how this just disappears. This texture in the, you know, filling the back with just all those little marks I thought was really fun, but anyway. Ooh, I do like how this one turned out. And this isn't that long ago. I think that is 2025, 2026, like either end of 2026 or 2025 or beginning of 2026. Yeah, I can tell. So here's the thing. End of a sketchbook. I start to get anxious to be done, even though I'm not that close to done. And this is where I start working bigger. I start using supplies that I don't maybe normally use. I start getting real loose and experimental, which I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, this is when it gets good. And then other times I'm like, what's the point of drawing if I'm just trying to hurry up and finish this sketchbook? Like, I feel so torn about that. Those ideas, right? Like, is it good because I'm looser and I don't give, you know, I don't care so much? Or is it worse because, like, why are you trying to rush through drawing? Like, why are you trying to, anyway, I don't know. I have some gel pens that I saw an artist using in a way that I found very interesting. And so, not like this, but it inspired me to use them. Oh, yeah. And then I was like, oh, what about like lots of white space? Here's from that class. And like playing with mark making. And these are probably just like whatever I was watching on TV. I don't know. I don't hate them. I feel like I can't justify why I like them though. Which when I say it out loud is stupid. I don't know. Just a Pinterest, you know. Sometimes, like, I love drawing. I love painting and drawing probably more than almost anything else in the world. Second only to TV and movies. And hanging out with the people that I love. I think but sometimes I don't know what to draw. And so I just start like, open up Pinterest and the first photos that come up, or just kind of go through my photos on my phone. Like that one. I like all of it, but what I like the best is the sweater. I think that's Frances McDermott. Yeah, so then I was like trying to incorporate these ideas into, you know, portraiture or like, yeah, that I like. So, friends of mine. I think this is Keira Knightley, maybe? It doesn't look like her. I wasn't trying to. Again, I'm trying to bridge that gap between, you know, being real tight and a slave to the truth and then just using that image as a starting point, right? Like for I still don't know where I've landed. I think this was, brainstorming for envelopes. That's my daughter's cat, Bergamot. Pinterest. Oh, again, I feel like I want to be better at drawing from my imagination. I know that seems silly. Like again, another thing that I'm torn about. I'm always trying to get looser or draw from my imagination, but then I'm like, what? Maybe I should just lean into the way that I naturally draw, that is a little more tight and a little more from references and a little more, I don't know. Again, okay, oil pastels or something. I think it started with watercolor. And then I'm just sitting on the couch trying to seeing how do these blend? How do they cover? How do they feel when I use them on this paper? So while I don't like that necessarily, I like that I'm using those supplies and like kind of messing around with them. I can't remember who this is. It doesn't look like the person anyway. And again, trying to incorporate the little drawing into the way that I normally draw. Different ways of doing trees. I'm sure those are from Pinterest. I like that one. I don't know what these are. I feel like I should. They could just be Pinterest things, but the way that my complaints are, I wonder if it's a TV show. I like that chicken. Oh boy. See, I think, yeah, I'm just trying to finish the sketchbook. I'm anxious to start a new sketchbook. And I think, like, so I work front to back, but then I also work back to front with, like, trying out supplies and, like, swatching and stuff. So, this kind of was almost my second to the last page, technically. But, like, I like that. 3 colors, all those little mushrooms. That's cool. And I'm pretty sure what this is, too. See, this was the last page to me, but there's more. Memes. That's a meme. Still trying to figure out that cocktail best friend painting. Dill pickles. Oh, trying to, working on some designs for my friends. I'm sure that is Susan Sarandon in Thelma and Louise. Adam Sandler, go in your home. I like that. That was, my friends say that words all the time. Dr. Von Nostrand, Kramer. I don't know what that's from. Moira Rose. Thank you for all your gifts, Catherine O'Hara. Oh, and these are the prompts. This was me. I was combining. I wasn't sure if I was going to do Inktober or Peachtober. So I wrote them all down, and then I would be like, oh, what do I want? Heavier rope. Because I was also, so then I would pick my prompt, and that's not even in this. This one is happening in a different sketchbook. And then once I had the prompt, I would figure out what movie, mostly from that top 100 movies list. Oh, did I not write when I finished this? I must have finished it like in February, I think. Because I started my next one in March. I did get a few new supplies. 2025, fine. Swatching, Pinterest. This was with, I think I got a new gouache color. And then, yeah, or like using a limited palette. This is my watercolor palette that I have at home. And then just all the different colors I can make with it. And then this, my friend, she got opera pink, lavender, and Aurelian yellow. And so these are all the colors it makes. A color wheel with that one. Yeah. I tell you what, I do love my Lamy Safari pen. Oh my, this is lovely. But it needs to be clean and I'm having trouble with it now. So if anyone has any hot tips. Oh, notes for surgery. Anyway, thanks for joining me. It was a fun sketchbook and I'll see you in the next one.